Hello. This is a series that I used to do 1,000,001 years ago on my written blog. Not quite GeoCities era, but probably closer to GeoCities than we are than it was to now. I've already digressed and also made myself feel very old. Anyway, Work in Progress Wednesdays, WIP Wednesdays, with bonus dog because she is a sticky beak and needs to know what I'm doing. This is Bella. We've had Bella since January. She likes to know what's going on. She's a good girl, but she keeps licking the light. Anyway, so what I'm going to do in this video is talk about what I'm working on. And by that I mean what I'm actively working on and not the 976 projects I have shoved in a cupboard somewhere, because I'm a crafter and that's what we do. So I have two projects that I'm actively working on currently. This is kind of, maybe it's accountability, so I actually finish stuff. Then again, maybe not, because I've shown loads of stuff on this channel that I never finished. That's me looking perturbed. Anyway, first thing I'm working on was a gift from my friend Lizzie. Thank you, Lizard. Her name's not really a lizard. Her name's Chameleon. And I'm just going to fold this neatly tidy, which I should have done before I turned the camera on, so I can show you the project, what it's going to look like, but not the pattern, which is copyright. So let's see if I can get that to focus. So it is Nicole's oversized boho pocket scarf, or boho oversized pocket. Nicole's boho oversized pocket scarf. And I'm making it in this beautiful colour, which is called denim, because it is the colour of blue denim. The dog's got her face in my yarn. We've talked about that. We have. She loves yarn. She loves yarn almost as much as I do, but I'm generally tidier with it. So this is how far I've got. Now, this is, I'm a very slow crocheter. I'm like the world's slowest crocheter, but this is how far I've got so far. What I love about this pattern is it's mostly just the repeats in the middle. So this is just half trebles. But then there's this nice detailing on the edge, which you can't see because I'm holding it badly. So you can see that kind of ribbed edge. Then once it's wide enough, I will make some pockets and sew them on and add a fringe at the ends, and it will be fantastic. It is covered in fluff. Everything in my life is covered in fluff. I was going to say something really pithy. Oh, yeah, I have adjusted the pattern. So I've adjusted the pattern because it starts off with a number, 137 chains, which is then supposed to be 225 centimetres. So when I did that, it didn't, basically, no matter how loosely I chained and I went up a hook size and all of the rest of it, I couldn't get it longer than about 170 centimetres. So I just added some stitches at the end. And then I thought, I'm probably going to run out of yarn, so I bought some more, because, oh no, buying yarn is such a tragedy. I'll tell you what the yarn is, because the yarn's really nice. It is Plassard Primo, 80% acrylic, 10%, I don't know what that is. It's, oh, there we go. I was going to say it's in French, but it's also in English directly underneath, so calm yourself. 80% acrylic, 10% wool, 5% alpaca, 5% viscose. It's a single ply, which I'm going to try and show you. Try and pretend there isn't. That's not very well lit, is it? It's a single plied yarn. It's very squishy and soft, and it isn't splitting or doing anything like that. No, we've talked about this. We've talked about this. You are such a cheek. It's not splitting or twisting up or anything. It's really nice. So I'll put a link that that's what I'll do. I will put a link in the description below. I talk too fast. That's my problem. Then I fall over my own teeth. To the kit for this, because it does come in a kit form. You get the pattern, you get the yarn, and then you order more yarn because that's just who you are as a person. Now I'm going to disassemble my whole arrangement, and we're going to go over there because that's where the loom lives. Do you like the cross stitches? I did these years ago. It's a duck and a frog, and you can't quite see the penguin. I'll show you the penguin. Penguin. They're very cute. I went through a real craze of these. I don't know that they still make them. These are heritage stitches? I can't remember. It's not relevant. I just wanted to show you my frog and my duck. And my dog. Cheeky beast. So, is that good? There we go. I'm handheld. It's all going very well. This is what's on my loom at the moment. It is a wide scarf. It is that wide. I forgot to measure it, but here's my hand for scale. It was going to be a wrap, but it's been a bit of a It's been a fun testing challenge that has made me a stronger person. This is a clasped warp, which means that this end of the warp up here, we shall go for a little walk. This end is grey. Whoops, helps if you point the camera where you're pointing. So that end is grey, and then this end is all the colours, and they meet in the middle, and the threads, let me find an example, here we go. So the threads interlock. So there's that loop there, which takes you to the grey, and that loop there, which takes you down to the coloured end. Now, this was warped as a wrap, so it was about, or not quite 60, maybe 50 centimetres wide. And then when I went to grab my other ball of this grey, it wasn't this grey at all. It was a completely different brand, and it was cotton, not wool. So then I thought, well, let's take this colour and just do a stripe in the middle and work from the edges with the grey. I'm not good at pointing the camera. And then I realised that if I did that, because I'd already done it, I then didn't have enough yarn left over to do the actual weaving bit. So all that came out. I had to tie the ends because it was, oh my gosh. So that's why at the end here, I've got these bits sticking out, which you're not supposed to have. But that's literally because I just pulled all of the threads out of the heddle and moved them along. So I'm going to have a tension nightmare at the end. It should be worth it. Please disregard my glasses and my pen. So tidy, so professional. Oh, and my warping cards. Anyway. So, the yarn is absolutely stunning. It is Bendigo Woolen Mills Bloom. The coloured sections are Tropical Fish. That's the name of the yarn. I'm not having like a breakdown. And the grey is Silver Fox. Now, these are both discontinued colours, which is irritating because they're stunning. However, camera work, they have a load of beautiful colours available now. I think I've just ordered a new ball. I can't confirm. I absolutely have. So I'll put a link in the description below because it is brilliant to weave with and it's brilliant to crochet with. I don't know about knitting because I don't knit. So yeah, I will put a link in the description below because the colours are fun. It's pure wool. It's wandering camera. Anyway, that is what I'm working on currently, apart from the other stuff that I'm also working on that is... we would be here for a long time. And when I say working on, I mean, as I said before, in a cupboard. So that's this week's Wednesday whip. Let's see if I get another one up next week. I'm just going to show you this beautiful yarn again, all nice and close up. You have a lovely day. Please ignore my uneven beating. And I will see you, I won't see you, but you will see me in the next video, maybe, if there is one. It's all very complicated. Oh, like and subscribe too. I'm supposed to say that. I'm on YouTube.